Come on, Bond. Where the hell are you?
If we don't do this, there will be nothing left to save. When you're ready.
You're late.
It is finally here. No Time to Die, the latest 007 adventure now in Canadian theaters. Oh my goodness, for your fan, this has been a long time coming. The pandemic delayed things. Bond was last on screen in Spectre 6 years ago. This film was set to come out in April 2020, but it's been delayed multiple times. It's the 25th film in the franchise, and it is Daniel Craig's swan song. He is leaving the role after 5 films and 16 years as James Bond. So expectations are at an all-time high. Does No Time to Die pull it off? That's what we're going to find out today from Eli, talking 007. Let me get a look at you here. They tell me you are sartorially splendid for this review, and very much so. The wait
Bond
is
requires a certain kind of attire.
You
can't talk about him in t-shirts. He was, not a casual Friday sort of guy.
You were absolutely. Do you have a martini glass ready to go on? No.
If only, Heather.
Yeah, if only. All right, enough of me. The wait is over. Bond is back. Start us off.
We start off in the winter. I don't know what it is about Bond and winter scenes. You almost expect to see Roger Moore slaloming out of the forest, but there's a beautiful flashback with the character of Madeline, the love of Bond's life, played by Léa Seydoux. So there you see the opening of the film, and we saw her in the movie Spectre, so there's still an item. But as you know, Heather, in Bondland, pleasures never last. In a tiny Italian town, the lovebirds are under attack. His Aston Martin surrounded by bad guys, but it's okay. Bond has a button for that. Take a look.
Okay.
I mean, that is classic Bond, but it turns out there are some problems of the heart that not even a car with retractable machine guns can solve. Flash forward, Bond is semi-retired. He's hung up his holster. He's living the good life in Jamaica. MI6 has a new 00 agent, but when a Russian biochemist goes missing, Bond reluctantly lurches back into action.
I can't take my eyes off the screen. Okay, so I'm sorry. I am listening to you. As far as like the 25th film now, where does this fit in there? The whole Bond body of work, if I can put it that way.
It certainly is aware of its legacy, and I think you are aware that this is Craig's curtain call. I think when Craig took over Bond, he brought the spirit of Sean Connery back. I love all flavors of Bond, but a bit like Connery, this Bond was a bit of a brute. He got the job done. He could be charming when necessary. You could put him in a tux. Every Bond movie is about kind of negotiating that line between reinvention and tradition. The Craig era gave us new M's and money pennies and Q's, but also a hint of a heart under 007's armor. Now, this time around, there's a new sense of weariness, even from his old friend from the CIA, Felix. Take a look.
Harder to tell the good from bad, villains from heroes these days.
We used to be able to get into a room with the enemy. Now they're just floating in the ether.
And now when Bond isn't fighting to just adapt to that changing world, he's also, instead of seducing, racing to try and keep up with the ladies. Lashana Lynch as Nomi, the new 007, who sees him as a Scotch-soaked relic. And from Knives Out, Ana de Armas as a new CIA operative who gives Bond a lesson in jumping to conclusions. Let's have another look.
You're late.
When you're ready. Salute.
I met your new 00. She's a disarming young woman.
I get why you shot him.
Yeah, well, everyone tries at least once.
So we have some new players, but don't worry, Bond fans. All those classic elements are there. A car chase so rugged it makes Fast and Furious look like a Hot Wheels playset. A showdown in a missile base that looks like it was a timeshare from Dr. No. If there's a weak link, it's Rami Malek as Safin, the mastermind looking to poison the world who looks like he was bought on clearance from Villains Are Us. Let's watch.
James Bond. We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be a little tidier.
So you got the spooky voice, the scary mask, the disfigured face. Like, okay, pick a cliche and commit to it. But here's the thing. If you're trying to think, what kind of Bond is this? What to expect? The clues are actually in the music. Take a listen to this.
We have all the time in the world. Time enough for life.
Now, isn't that the most wonderful thing? That is from 1969's We Have All the Time in the World by Louis Armstrong, a classic Bond theme from a film that was the only one starring George Lazenby. Now, why am I playing that? Because in this new movie, the composer Hans Zimmer quotes that melody. He weaves that song in and out of the film. So why would he do that? Because On Her Majesty's Secret Service was a special kind of Bond film, not only because it starred George Lazenby, but it was really about Bond allowing himself to love, opening up that heart, but the price that he paid, the risks he was taking. And I think the through line is that's the kind of emotional veracity that Daniel Craig, for all of the effects and gadgets, has brought back to Bond. The biggest surprise for me as a Bond fan is just how sentimental No Time to Die allows itself to be. And you get the sense that, like, Craig has complained about playing Bond before, but this time he knows this is his final bow. And this time there is more on the line for Bond than ever before. This is the heroic send-off for the modern Bond that we have been waiting for before, of course, it all starts once again. 4 martinis out of 5.
4 martinis. Now, I'm satisfied by that. That was a beauty.